powerful words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. Alabama had little trouble the last time they saw the Tigers blowing out Auburn in the Iron Bowl.
Alabama made a statement. They did it from the very opening whistle. They completely dominated the Tigers in all three facets of the game.
And the Tigers fans heard about it all year long. You know Bama loves to beat down Auburn in the Iron Bowl and brag about it for a year. Let's see what the Tigers respond with.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Fires to the big fella. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide open receiver.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. No sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The field goal is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So Auburn's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Nolan. Caught over the middle, it's Kane. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes that Alabama offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They're working that left side. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground, and there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Got his man. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And that is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for room, it's Robinson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, having met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Nolan. Caught in the backfield, it's Ellis. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw again. Flips it out on the screen. Looking for room at the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Simmons. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Grab near the marker, it's Davidson. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Throwing on the run. Snatches it on the run. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Really nice play getting that 1st down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing the NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next 1st-round pick at the wide receiver position from there.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass that could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Got his man in the middle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll go hurry up here. Wants to throw again. On target to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's Ellis. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around.
It's a fumble on the play. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Ball security has to be at a premium. They're lucky that rolled out of bounds, and now that's set up 4th down. But, David, you know against this defense, they are coming and they want to create takeaways.
And as a defense, that's what you focus on week in, week out, trying to get that football, trying to punch it out. Because the biggest thing you have to do to create fumbles is everybody fly to the football. Unfortunately, that ball bounced out of bounds, but a nice job ripping it loose and causing the fumble.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Russell. Caught near the sticks, it's Hale. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air on 1st down. He's going to run it. Crosses the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Alabama quickly back to the line. Give to the back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Rides the back on the option. The give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellows, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Tide. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Auburn plays out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Got his man down the middle. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellis. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you drop back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism, and his first step.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Tar Heels ever do that? All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Dropping back, it's Russell. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. He might want another play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to buy time. On the move, he fires. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Kane.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Robinson. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. And they say history repeats itself, and the Iron Bowl is coming down to a long field goal again. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And now they take the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. All the pressure, all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
To throw, it's Russell. He's got his man across the middle. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Here's the punt high into the air. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here comes that Alabama offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the air, it's Russell. Under fire. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they're pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
Open space at the 25. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Floating away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to them later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Buys a little time with his feet. Finding open areas. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
The give to the back. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Final minute of play, guys, it's all tied up. Stage is set for some serious drama.
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the fourth quarter.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The shoot, quick toss to the left. Oh, just keeps moving. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Using the quick game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
This time it's complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. The Iron Bowl coming down to a long field goal, and where have we seen this before? With the line of scrimmage at the 32, they'll line up for a 49-yard field goal attempt and a chance to win the game. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And they've regained the lead. That was fun, and it was big time. And it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each